I said, young man, 'cause you're in a new town. There's no need to be unhappy, young man. There's a place you can go. I said, young man, when you're short on your dough, you can stay there. And I'm sure you will find many ways to have a good time. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. They have everything for young men to enjoy. You can hang out with all the boys. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. You can get yourself clean. You can have a good meal. You can do whatever you feel. Young man, are you listening to me? I said, young man, what do you wanna be? I said, young man, you can make real your dreams, but you got to know this one thing. No man does it all by himself. I said, young man, put your pride on the shelf and just go there to the YMCA. I'm sure they can help you today. It's fun to stay at the
What's going on, everyone? Welcome into CobraCast 199. I am your host, Jeremy Prime Mage, IDOT of Unit 199. Happy to see all of you here on a Friday. And yes, I do read the chat. Stormbreaker said, I'll drop 20 if Jeremy rolls out with some Trump YMCA. I always read the chat. I'm always keeping an eye on what the people are saying. And there you have it right there. Stormbreaker also says, all hail Cobra Commander Jeremy and King Trump. Hail Cobra Commander Jeremy Cobra. La, 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 la. Little Jim Taylor says, Jay thought I was a Jew, so Shalom Mossad tax. Stormbreaker says, Trump is my president, voting for him for a fourth time. Let's freaking go. Macaque with a membership. Haven't seen you in a while. How you been? Bill Herb for 10 says, I know you always say have low expectations, but I don't know. Maybe this time will be different. Maybe we will have quality, a high professional streamer from a high professional. I just butchered your fucking comment. I just absolutely annihilated your comment. Just completely destroying any hope you had. Let me try to read that one more time. I know you always say have low expectations, but I don't know. Maybe this time will be different. Maybe we will have a quality, high professional stream from a professional. Good Lord. That was awful reading. It was absolutely horrendous. Thank you, Bill. Darth Gavels says, JD Advance. Ah, shit. Here we go again. Thumbnail win. If somebody can throw that one together for me, I'm all for it. Captain JPS says, all hail Trump. Packing Protons says, Jeremy, you missed my super chat from 7 shows ago. Tax. McCox says, I'm starting the anti-Jessica movement today, and my right hand for this movement will be Jessica. What the hell? Jay's half Asian son for $1. Keenan says, let's see, on House of Cards, what do you think of Meacham? Meacham is he's gay. So, but I thought that that whole dynamic worked perfectly. How, Frank basically had power over him, and he used that power. He leveraged that power. So from the standpoint of how they show politicians use goodwill gestures to gain power over people so that they can control them is perfectly executed. Let's see here. Bill Herbert 50 says, disappointed at my expectations. Tax. I aim to please. And that's exactly what we do around here. And Jeanette says, Jeremy Reed Good Fund. If somebody can give me some money so I can go to the Quality Leering Center, I think that will work. You don't look white. What does that mean? I don't look white. What do you mean I don't look white? I mean, I'm black from the waist down, but everything else, I'm white. So CG says CobraCast has become my go-to source for the latest news. Hail Trump, chat, and the 199. Ryan Miller says the story of the week is Billie Eilish. Is it Eilish? I call her Eyelash. Billie Eyelash. No, not you, Jeremy. Read the previous comment. Oh, okay, my bad. The story about Billie Eilish getting an insane amount of backlash over her stupid take on ICE. But this is what happens when they continue to virtue signal to the left. She FO'd. Little Jim Sailor says, I'm Mexican, but I look white. Oh, that's the response. There it is. See? There it is. Okay. Sorry about that. Joey says, let's effing go. Keep kicking ass, Jeremy. Thank you. And the story of the day, ladies and gentlemen, is that the left is pulling their race card once again. Trump shares racist video that depicts the Obamas as primates. This is the one they're going with. Here it is. They're pulling the race card once again because every other accusation has not stuck. So now here we are with the race card once again. Now, what is this all centered around? This is all centered around a video that Trump posted on Truth Social, and they are very, very, very angry about it. Now, the video is this one right here. Now, the video is about election fraud, okay? Interestingly enough, they're not talking about the election fraud in the video, but the video auto plays to a meme that we have covered here on this channel before. And here we go. This is the video in its entirety.
Initiated by a court order, the Michigan investigation team obtained forensic access to a DS200 tabulator, the machine that counts the votes. A Telit 4G wireless chip manufactured in Taiwan was discovered embedded into the motherboard. The voting machine tapes clearly indicate modem engagement and transmission of election data. Some of the anomalies that we noticed in the 2020 general elections, that 5 key states all stopped counting at a certain time in these key battleground states. These were all where the software, the mini machines, ESNS machines were used, the Smartmatic, the GEMS software. So when the vote stopped counting, and this has been noted in other countries as well, President Trump was significantly ahead. When reporting and counting resumed, there was a massive spike occurred that favored Joe Biden.
Now, when the video ends, which is right there, someone screen recorded it. It auto plays to another meme that was created by Zerius. I think that's how you say his name. And that's what they're outraged over. Now, what is the context of this? Well, we've played that one before, okay? We've played it before. Here is the original. We've covered this before. This was posted on, let's see, October 24th of 2025, all right? Now, I don't know if I can play the audio from this or not. As long as it doesn't take the video down, I don't really care. But this is a gold meme, all right? This is top form memeage right here. Here we go. This is so good.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the quiet jungle, the lion sleeps tonight.
So it was auto playing this meme from a long time ago. And I believe, gosh, did Trump actually upload? I think, did Trump share this meme years back last year when it released? I can't remember if Trump dropped this one or not. Obviously, when Zirius, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, uploaded it, it kind of went viral. And I feel like Trump shared this back then. And there was no outrage then because the full context was there. But now that there's no context to that clip, now suddenly the left is trying to pull the racist narrative because this is what they do every single time. And all it's doing is making more people aware of this amazing meme. And then, like I said, many people they're always going to do this. They see something. Some people will do some research and get the full context to it. Some people will just continue to cry and whine and play the victim, whatever. Zirius is leaning into it. Meme them until they cry, then make memes about them crying. 100%. So yes, that is today's fake outrage of the day. They are pulling this card. And right here, Bill Herb says, I don't care if it's racist. It's funny. It's damn funny. And it's accurate. Trump is the king of the jungle, and they all bend the knee to him. And this is how it's been for over a decade now, and it's going to continue to be that way. And thank you, Bill, for the 10 gifted memberships as well. Appreciate you, brother. Eric John Pizza Artist says, did you see Real American Beer took Hogan off the can? They are moving on from Hogan, and they are getting destroyed online. Nobody knows why. Really? No, I did not see that. Why would they move on from Hogan? DM me, and I'll look, and I'll look that up. Holy crap. That's amazing. I'll have to look into that. But yeah, so anyway, this is like, it's just so laughable that they continue to put themselves in this position. Full credit to Zirius right here. This is the guy who's memeing the living hell out of all of them. So make sure you go give him a follow. He is loving all of this extra attention that he's getting, and as he should. It's great. And yeah, like so many people are tagging him now with this. They're like, there's no way, bro. It's so good. It's absolutely fantastic. Okay, next up, I gotta say, somehow, some way, Jeffrey Epstein returned. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Jeffrey Epstein's account, Littlest Jeff 1, played Rocket League less than 3 days ago. Jeffrey Epstein is alive, and he is playing Rocket League and Fortnite. Epstein files reveal that Epstein may still be alive. The files link Epstein to an Israeli Fortnite account, Littlest Jeff 1, which showed activity after his death. This is so stupid. This is so stupid. One of my favorite comments is this one right. Let me see if I can find it, because like it's just it's so hilarious at this point that it's just like, what are we doing right here? If I was a Mossad agent who faked my own death, I would be playing Rocket League with my own name and an Israeli flag. Yeah, yeah. Jeffrey Epstein faked his death, but he's decided to get on Rocket League and play under an account called Littlest Jeff 1 with an Israeli flag. That'll keep a low key, guys. Asmund Gold reacted to all of this craziness right here. It's pretty damn funny.
Epstein is still alive. In the Epstein files, there's a receipt from YouTube where his username is Littlest Jeff 1. Hello, Littlest Jeff 1. Wait, Littlest Jeff 1. There was a charge in May 2019, but he died in August. Wait, Chapter 5, Season 1. Wait, that was recent. Epstein's Fortnite account is...
Wait a minute. Fortnite actually had to come out and make a statement. Cam Man, are you serious? There's no way. Fortnite... Send that to me, Cam Man. There's absolutely no way. Fortnite actually had to address this. Holy fuck.
Active in Israel? No. Fortnite tracker. We have, all right, gentlemen, we have the Fortnite account right now. Let's pull it up. The profile has just been made private. Wait a minute. Can I look at this on Wayback Machine? It has not archived that URL. Epstein just privated his account. I have screenshots of his stats confirming he's alive. How is this proof? Okay, so this is why people think that it's Jeffrey Epstein.
This is so funny at this point. It's so laughable. So Jeffrey Epstein has managed to pull off the most incredible fake death of all time. Okay, this is the theory we're running with here. He's pulled off faking his own death and hiding all of the evidence for the past 7 years, 6-7 years. Okay. And now suddenly, even though he's covered every single track that he's covered, now suddenly he forgot to log into a different Fortnite account. And this is how we are finding out everything, because he decided, man, I got to get back on the Fortnite grind. I need to sign into my actual Jeffrey Epstein account with an Israeli flag. Oops. Fuck. Didn't mean to do that.
You got a charge for $25 for V-Bucks on Fortnite. And this was on May 7th, 2019. And this is, again, keep in mind, justice.gov. This is the government website for Jeffrey Epstein right here. And this is Littlest Jeff with jeevacation@gmail.com. It could be a troll, but...
Jeevacation. So is that Jeffrey... Let's see, what would that be? J-E-E, Jeffrey Epstein, what? Oh my God, jeevacation.com.
How could it be a troll if they did it so far in advance? The account isn't brand new. It was discovered. My guy faked his death and immediately started playing Fortnite. Fortnite Chapter 1, Season 10 ran from August 1st to October 2019.
Faked his death and immediately starts playing Fortnite. Here is Fortnite's official release. Hey, official Fortnite here. This was a ruse by a Fortnite player a few days ago. An existing Fortnite account owner changed their username from something totally unrelated to Littlest Jeff 1 following the revelation of Littlest Jeff as the name on YouTube. These Fortnite trackers only display your current name, not any prior changes. We have no record of the subject's email addresses referenced in the public document existing in the Epic account system. Since the public document releases, people have created Fortnite accounts with similar looking email addresses and usernames. I love this shit so much.
Crazy. Get the screenshot of him playing Season 6 before it's too late. Where are the other screenshots of this?
The funny thing is by Fortnite addressing this is where these companies don't understand the internet. This is where they don't understand it. By you addressing this Fortnite, you are confirming it in many people's eyes. Many people are like, oh, really, Fortnite? Oh, sure, Fortnite. Like they would be, you would do better to just not address it. The fact that you did address it makes people think, oh, this is real now. Holy shit. These people don't understand the internet at all. They do not get it.
So I want to see it. It says I can't edit the post. Where's the imager link? Matches. So he and wait, this is season 4, and he had an 8% win rate. Look at chat.
My boy Epstein with an 8% win rate, bro. This dude knows game.
Chapter 3, season 17, 17% win rate. He has kids playing for him. He's in Tel Aviv playing Fortnite. This could be wait, this is his WoW account? Wait a minute.
Context.
This is the Department of Justice. Jeffrey Epstein played WoW. And he was a wrath baby. This was right before Cataclysm. Wait a minute. No. He was Horde? I knew it, guys. I knew it all along. He has heirlooms? Yes, he has heirlooms, which means that this is an alt. This is an alt character. This is Epstein.
Dude. Jeffrey Epstein possibly has killed me in Fortnite, and he has done the emote dance on me. And it's probably pissed me off. I've probably cussed him out. I've probably said this is some stupid, retarded kid who has, terrible parents. And and I've probably accused him of aimbotting and things like that because he's that good. He's that good. I have probably accused him of aimbotting me because he's that good.
Isn't it? Dude, who is this guy? Someone posted the photo without the beard on your Discord. Guys, okay, I'm gonna save this photo though. So which one is better? Okay, that's a better photo. And why does it not? What the fuck? Why is it not? Why is it doing this? Like, what the fuck? The fuck? The fuck? Guys, are they in? Yeah, I'm really confused here. What's going on with this?
That's the end of the video right there. This is absolutely hilarious that we have reached a point in time where Jeffrey Epstein it's been confirmed now through all verifiable sources, namely Reddit and Twitter, that Jeffrey Epstein is currently in Israel playing Fortnite with an account that has an Israeli flag beside it under the name Littlest Jeff 1. Now, some of you are going, and as I brought out earlier, you can sit here and ask the question, if I was a Mossad agent who faked my own death, I would be playing Rocket League with my own name and an Israeli flag. This is exactly what a Mossad agent would do. A Mossad agent hides in plain sight because everyone would simply go, no one would actually do this except someone this connected and this talented and intelligent in how they move. Boom. So don't dismiss this going, guys, it's not hiding in plain sight is what a Mossad agent would do. It's so dumb it might work. That is literally every CobraCast. It's so dumb it might work. This is so crazy, dude. The Epstein stuff just won't go away. It's an internet fascination, and I am 100% here for it. I love the theories, and I love how serious places, again, like Fortnite, addressing this. You're not helping anything. Okay? I kind of want to look at the quote tweets. I kind of want to, but I'm also scared. Wait, Tim Sweeney, the fucking CEO, the CEO of Epic Games, has decided he needs to address this. Oh no. Oh no. No. Someone's been having fun renaming their Fortnite account, but it's recent and not connected to the email addresses in the archive. Bro, are you kidding me right now? What are we doing? Look. Littlest Jeff, is this like a group? They are so obviously paid off to continue the cover up. Holy shit, this is crazy. So this is off the table. Oh, the internet never disappoints. Oh my goodness. The internet never disappoints. It's the greatest thing ever. There's a Diddy skin. There's a Diddy skin below it. We've covered this before. There's a Diddy skin below it. Oh man, them addressing this was such a bad move. Fortnite releases an official statement regarding the Epstein account. Lilith Jeff, can we all just still believe that it's Epstein playing in Tel Aviv? That's way more hilarious. I firmly believe it's him. I absolutely believe that it's Jeffrey Epstein. All right. This is good. They're covering it up. Fortnite account clarified. Oh, man. Notice how Fortnite confronts the Epstein shit while Call of Duty doesn't even recognize the emails or interaction. Jeez, this is crazy. Oh, I gotta be careful. All right, I gotta be careful with some of these quote tweets on Twitter. So anyway, that's the latest right there. Jeffrey Epstein. Somehow Epstein returned once again. And the story's not going away. The fascination is not going away. And these companies not understanding internet culture will continue to add to it. That this will continue to add to it. These companies have no idea how the internet works. They don't get how memes work. They don't get that a lot of this is just memes and people fucking around. A lot of it people do believe, but these companies don't understand any of this. They don't get it at all. So, Jeremy, what's your Super Bowl pick? Man, I'm very torn on this one. I want the Patriots to win, but if I'm putting money on it, I would put money on the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks are the better team. But yeah, I'm pulling for the Pats, but I think the Seahawks are going to win. Seahawks just have a better team, it seems like, in my opinion. Eric John sent me this right here. Let's see here. Oh, you had already sent me something. Here we go. Okay. So right here, Hulk set the tone. The next chapter carries it forward. 200% American. So they removed Hulk Hogan from the branding. That doesn't seem like a good marketing move, in my opinion. What are you thinking, guys? No, not at all. Yeah, that's going to be a no for me, brother. Multiple layered response right there. Doesn't work for me, brother. 50 comments so far, and all of them are negative. I'm not sure this is how they expected this to go down. It was a kind of cool niche product. We'll be sad to see them go under in a few months, but they had to know this was a roll of the dice. This is a terrible move. Absolutely horrific move in every way. Really, no Hogan? That's the reason people bought it. Yep, that's it, man. This is they're getting absolutely cooked. There's not any positive comments. Nobody is like, hey guys, great move removing the guy that put you on the map. Okay, great move, I guess. Yeah, they're getting crushed. Where's Hulk? Must be a mistake. Have they made any other statements since this horrific one? Let's see. Yeah, so they have well, they still have the Hulkamania Forever t-shirt right there, but no references of Hogan in their bio or anything like that, any other branding. Yeah, this isn't going to go over well. Absolutely horrific move by them. The company will not survive after this. Again, this is the problem with these talking heads and these corporations making decisions. It goes back to my frustration working retail and having to deal with a bunch of clowns in a corporate office making decisions, and I'm forced to do the things that the corporate people at the office want to do, even though I'm at the ground level. I'm dealing with the customers every day. I see the interactions. I hear what they want, and I have these talking heads in a suit and tie telling me how to run my store. This is the problem with corporate America, and nobody here has a clue about this product that made any of these decisions right here. So they're going to go under. It's the end of that brand. It could have been something that moved forward with Hulk Hogan's legacy and his iconic, name, but nope, not anymore. So you get what you deserve. Simple as that. Andrew CR says, Jeff teabagging them kids in Fortnite and in IRL. Damn. Gremlin for 20 says, hey, can't you just get in touch with your Israeli connection and confirm if he's still alive? Maybe I already have. Maybe I'm speaking with knowledge, but pretending I don't have the knowledge. And maybe I'm saying this to make people think I'm memeing on it so that they won't think I'm serious. And maybe I'm addressing me memeing on it so that people won't think I'm serious, so then people really won't think I'm serious. And maybe I'm memeing on the fact that I'm memeing on the fact that I could be serious in order to think maybe people won't think I'm serious. Just saying. Just saying. You never know. You never know. Joey says, I got that one. Kate says, for tuition to Quality Leering Center. I need it. I need it. Captain JPS says, I'm white, but I look ginger. Beastie Man says, they're outraged over a boomer moment. Holy shit. Every day. Every day. Hemorrhoid Heart says, it's 4 a.m., but I answered the CobraCast call, my IDOT. Let's go. Hollow Point says, when are when are we going to talk about AOC's heavy milkers the other day? I talked about it. I brought that up. Dude, I would never miss an opportunity to talk about that story. That was a very important story. We addressed it. And my theory was there was 2 big reasons why people were watching that video on mute. 2 huge reasons. And that was my theory about it anyway. I don't really know what other people's theory was, but I thought it was a really educational video. I thought there was a lot of, there was 2 really strong points that really hit hard. So I appreciated it for sure. What is this? I have not seen this clip. What is this? Nick A30 meets Jeffrey Epstein and Arc Raiders. What?
Get the main shark. Let's do it.
I'm down.
Yo, Nick,
Yep.
what's up, bro?
How you doing, bro?
Yo, what's up, bro?
What's up?
How
What's
you
up?
doing?
Good. I'm trying to get some matriarch course.
Yeah, for sure. You're family friendly, right?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, hey, well, I love fucking kids, so that shit's awesome.
Oh, my bad. No shoot.
That's okay. That's okay.
We're good.
Maybe this lobby isn't friendly after all. Oh my god! Like, bro has.
Get the main.
So this streamer is family friendly. That's his brand. Family friendly. When you tell people you are family friendly and you give an open invite to the internet, this is what the internet is going to say and do every single time. How do people not understand this? Good Lord, man. The lack of self-awareness by people. The internet is not here to be nice to you. The internet is like, oh, I'm sorry. I will not say, edgelord jokes. No, not at all. Now, many of you are asking, what are you talking about, Jeremy, with AOC? Look, man. Oh, sorry, my bad. I think that's the Photoshop version. Sorry about that. No, in all reality, AOC had a video that went mega viral the other day. And it looked like she was pretty excited. It looked like it was cold in the room, and the internet responded very much so. And I was born to troll. Yes, that's what the internet does all day long. Jeremy had that saved. Yeah, I did. Are you kidding me? These people never played COD on the 360. No, they didn't. And that worries me about a future generation that didn't play Call of Duty on 360 because they're not going to be prepared. Let's see here. What is this? The other story. Oh no, hang on. This is bad. What? New set photos of Sophie Turner as Lara Croft in the live-action Tomb Raider series. This is terrible. What are we doing? No. This is all wrong. Oh, no. Ooh. So when this story broke about Sophie Turner being Lara Croft, I mean, I never, like, watching Game of Thrones, I was just like, I didn't see this at all. The pictures were fine, the initial picture that we got or whatever, but like, this is terrible. This is awful. This is not what people want from Lara Croft at all. So if this is the advertising that they are going to go for, yikes. This is not going to play very well. People are not going to check this out. People are going to roast this. So we shall see. But this is not a very good initial response right here. This is bad. This is really fucking bad. It does look like Resident Evil. It absolutely does, Zeke the Wise. This looks more like Resident Evil than it looks like Tomb Raider. Oh my goodness, this is bad. Like, okay, like if you just pull up a random cosplay of Lara Croft, okay? I mean, look at this. Let me just find any picture. Okay, here we go. If you just find, let's see here. Take me a few minutes. I'm doing a little bit of research. I don't think you guys will mind. So, I think that's a good picture. I'm just taking a few minutes. Don't mind me. That's a good one. Open a new tab. Okay. That's a good picture. What do you think? Dead air. Yeah, I got a little distracted. I'm sorry. Okay. But I think that's good, right? So, Who is this? God, Instagram is kind of annoying right now. Okay. There. Who is this? This is like a cosplayer right here. But this is like some AI stuff. I don't know if this is AI or what. I can't tell. But the point being is it is better than this garbage right here. The fact that they decided to go with this look for an iconic female video game character that is known for her looks. This is bad. This is terrible. So go for it, I guess. Anyway, good job to the G&G team for putting that together. Oracle of Doom says, just had a Cobra Commander style Big Mac. You're right. It is better with an extra piece of cheese. Hail the 199. I am converting people to the reality of a Big Mac is better with 2 pieces of cheese. All right? McDonald's. Why is the standard 1 piece of cheese on a Big Mac? It doesn't make sense. It pisses me off. I know it's for food cost. You're trying to save money. 2 pieces of cheese on a fucking Big Mac is the way to go. I will die on this hill, and I will bring more people over to my side of the argument. Okay? There it is. I'm glad that you witnessed greatness. Ministry of Health Things says, after watching last night's stream, I think I actually did pretty good. Sorry. You were a little tipsy. But that's okay. I respect drunk super chats as long as you can afford it. Eric Johnson says, yep, got it. I'm sorry I missed your other one, man. 8 o'clock says, I think the assassin was freaking out for a second looking at Littlest Jeff one on Fortnite. Yeah. Jay's half Asian son says, check your mentions. New meme releases Zerius. Well, I played a few, but I'll check. Udite for 20 says you should check out a YouTuber called what's his name? Based dude who plays some original based originals about modern politics mixed with a lot of old ragtime with lyrics and titles I can't put here. Check out his most recent post title. So what's his name? Is that his name right? Does he actually have the ad, or could you not put A? I'll look it up though. I'll check it out. Extra cheese is always better. Yes, it is. Who wants less cheese? Nobody does. Gregor says, oh, I've seen that dude. Okay. Gerald Armstrong says, Netflix at Yahoo appreciates that statement with 7,000. That's what I'm talking. I'm just trying to get the payment, man. I'm trying to get the payment. James Bash says, we need more education from AOC. I missed it. Okay, so for those of you that missed the AOC viral moment, let's see if I can find it really quickly. So yesterday, AOC had a video. Where's it at? Is this it? So everyone was asking, what did she say? Oh no, that's an AI version of it. Hang on. I gotta be careful. Like, I need to watch the whole freaking video because of so many memes with AOC. And let's see. Is this it? Okay. So here's the video people are talking about right here. So I'm not going to play. It's better seen, not heard. Okay. So this is a video that went viral and everyone was responding to it. Everyone was reacting to it. And no one was actually playing the audio. No one was playing the audio. They were only playing the video. Now, I had 2 big reasons why I thought people were only watching and not listening. So I had 2 big reasons why I thought, but so much respect for her, says Booster Gold. Yeah, there you have it right there. So there's the research right there. Come on, guys. It was cold. I think that's an old video though, but I'm not sure. TVZTQ says, daily reminder that G.I. Joe was first action force. Dark Warlords is Jeremy perving to cosplay tax. Booster Gold says AOC milkers tax. Udice says, holy crap. They even made me censor his name. Yeah, okay. That's what I figured. And Grapdar's Hammer says, so drunk equals no refund. Drunk and poor equals refund super. Miniature Front thinks says AOC had 2 good points. That's what I'm saying. Nobody wants to agree with me, but that's what I'm saying. Back to this nonsense. So even Piers Morgan has responded to the Trump tweet. I sincerely hope President Donald Trump didn't realize this 60-second clip he reposted last night didn't end with vile, racist imagery of the Obamas as apes. He should delete immediately. So basically what you're saying, Piers Morgan, is this right here, that you only see black people as one thing. This is Piers right here. There it is. That's Piers right there. Man, like these people are that, like Piers Morgan knows Trump. He's known Trump for years. And even Piers gets caught up in TDS. TDS is the craziest thing ever. Jeremy not being invited back. I don't care. I mean, it's cool to be on Piers Morgan. It's been cool to be on there a couple times. I don't care if I get invited back. It doesn't matter to me. I was never trying to get on that show anyway. So, and like I said, I'm usually only called when Drinker and Gary's not available anyway. So I'm like, I'm the backup quarterback. But this right here is essentially everybody that's crying about this. This is them. And they are showing the world how their mind works every single time. Okay, we got to update you on this Savannah Guthrie story is the stupidest thing of all time at this point. And what Fox News is doing is Fox News is essentially dating you on that there's no updates. That's where we are now. Fox News has reached a point where they do an update video to tell you that they have no update. Simple as that. This is a 14-minute video of Fox News saying we don't have any updates.
Straight to a Fox News alert. New information emerging in the case of Nancy Guthrie's disappearance as the desperate search now enters day 6.
Law enforcement is racing against the clock, with the FBI confirming the first deadline from an alleged ransom note has expired and the next deadline set for Monday. So Arizona invests.
So there's like multiple deadlines. Again, I'm telling you right now, I can't wait for the Breaking Bad memes to come from this. I can't wait to see all of that. Now, one thing that's funny is that I saw Sean Hannity had Harvey Levin on from TMZ last night. And then Nancy Grace was on talking about this. Nancy Grace makes a reference to Harvey Levin saying, Harvey Levin never lies and never says anything inaccurate. And then Sean Hannity goes, absolutely not. Harvey never says anything inaccurate. And I'm going, Harvey Levin and TMZ celebrated when Charlie Kirk was murdered and lied about it. We watched them lie about it. We watched it. Harvey Levin was just mentioned directly in the Epstein files, and you guys don't want to ask him about that, but you're going to ask him about Savannah Guthrie. Okay.
Investigators say they believe the 84-year-old is still out there as the Guthrie family now shares a second video addressing any possible captor. Here's that message from Nancy's son, Cameron, asking for proof of his mother still being alive. Watch.
This is Cameron Guthrie. I'm speaking for the Guthrie family. Whoever is out there holding our mother, we want to hear from you. We haven't heard anything directly. We need you to reach out, and we need a way to communicate with you so we can move forward. But first, we have to know that you have our mom. We want to talk to you, and we are waiting for contact.
So you're talking to someone that you don't know exists. You don't know if they have your mom, yet you're making videos to address the people that have your mom, but you don't know if anyone even has your mom. What?
And we're still waiting. We have Fox team coverage right now on the ground in Tucson. Fox News contributor, retired NYPD Inspector Paul Morrow is live in the front of the Pima County Sheriff's Office. But we begin with Alicia Cunha, who's right outside the home where Nancy was taken. Alicia.
Have you ever been at a job? Have you ever at your job and you had to get up and read a presentation or go over even if you haven't had to do it, you've seen your coworker where the coworker has to get up in front of the meeting and address something. That's the same energy that guy had in reading that. So he's supposed to be a family member that's distraught over his mother being gone. And yet it feels like he's like, hey guys, whoever you are, if you have our mother, please, can you please let her know that we love her, and can you please leave her alone? And if you can just let us know you have her, and we really appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good day. That's how he read it. It's crazy. These are people that have like a TV business following, and yet there's no fucking media training with them when they're talking. They don't even seem genuine.
Good morning, Brian. Some of the most significant information authorities gave to reporters yesterday was that timeline, which began on Saturday at 5:32 p.m. when Nancy Guthrie took an Uber to her family's home for dinner. At 9:48 p.m., a family member drops her back at home, evidenced by the garage door opening at 9:48 and then closing 2 minutes later.
So taking an Uber and then having an Uber drop this woman off. But we were told by Savannah Guthrie that she is she has health problems. She has health problems and she has medication. She's got a pacemaker. And these wealthy people are sending her home in an Uber. Now, I know that like that's not that crazy. I got to think about this. Let me make sure that I have only at one time that I can ever remember my mom even taking an Uber. And it was because I could not get away from, I was doing something. I couldn't remember what I was doing. But like anytime I've had to go pick up my mom or take my mom anywhere, I take my mom. Like, I'm not like, just like, I don't trust Uber drivers in general. Nothing against Uber drivers, but I don't trust people in general. So it's nothing personal, Uber drivers, but I don't trust people in general. So if I can avoid taking an Uber or having a female family member take an Uber by themselves, I avoid that at all costs, especially a female family member. Just do not ever want a female family member going out by themselves to take an Uber. That's just me, but you know.
Then at 1:47 Sunday morning, her doorbell camera disconnects. At 2:12, the sheriff says
family member brought her home. Right. Is this son-in-law that brought her home? Right. So an Uber brings her, but then the son-in-law drops her off. Do I have that correct? Son-in-law, right?
Software detects a person on its camera. 16 minutes later, Nancy's pacemaker app disconnects from the phone. At 11:56 that morning, the family checks in on her after she didn't show up for church. 12:03, they call 911. At 12:15, the first patrol arrives. Investigators say they have talked to that Uber driver from Saturday, and that camera that detected a person didn't have a paid subscription, so the images weren't saved. The FBI also
Dude, this puts security like, listen to this one more time.
Investigators say they have talked to that Uber driver from Saturday, and that camera that detected a person didn't have a paid subscription, so the images weren't saved. The FBI.
Wow. Your security means the world to us. And for a small fee, we can protect you. But if you don't have the money, go fuck yourself.
FBI also says they are taking the ransom note that was sent to TMZ and local TV stations in Tucson seriously. The FBI confirmed there were 2 deadlines in the ransom note. The first one passed at 5 p.m. yesterday. That came with specific demands. If not met, a second deadline kicks in for this Monday. Agents are back out, going door to door in both Nancy's neighborhood and that of her daughter Annie. The sheriff gave this assessment of where he believes things stand.
I really hope that we're doing the proper research, because the things that are important based on what the media has told me for the past 10 years, okay? And these are the most important things right here, right now. Again, media standard, okay? Has she ever said the N-word? And if she said the N-word, maybe she said the N-word to the Uber driver. I'm just asking questions here, okay? And if, in fact, she said the N-word to the Uber driver, just saying.
Right now, we believe Nancy is still out there. We want her home. Our department, the Sheriff's Department, along with all of our partners at the FBI, have been working around the clock. And we just want her home and get.
Aussie Wrecker says, shut up, dude. Come on. Are you upset over my joke? You're an Aussie. Aren't you guys supposed to be based Chads over there? And you're upset at my N-word joke? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Aren't you guys supposed to be edgelords over there? And you're being a pussy over me making a joke about the N-word? Go fuck yourself.
And find a way to get to the bottom of all of this.
Oh, please cue me. Go. The FBI
Don't
has
do it,
brought
chat.
in
Don't do it,
a
chat.
critical response team.
Chat, mods will ban. We can't do TOS violations over here. Don't do it. Don't do it. You'll get banned.
From Quantico. They have a team also processing social media evidence and phone and digital footprints. Back to you.
All right. Thanks so much. Let's bring in Fox News contributor, retired NYPD Inspector Paul Morrow, who is live in the Sheriff's Department over in Tucson. Paul, your reaction from what we've known, what we find out overnight, what do you expect him to focus on today?
Well, you know, one of the things that the sheriff said at that press conference yesterday is that they're not going to give any more press conferences unless they have something concrete. He characterized where they are in.
And again, I just want to point out, we've been watching this video for nearly 4 minutes, and Fox News has shared literally no new information. They've shared no new information. It's amazing.
The current
Ray
stage
Liotta.
of the investigation as the analysis phase. That is to say, they're waiting for data to come back, and they're waiting for the analysis of the data that they have. That tells me that they're looking very hard at a lot of digital stuff. They probably, if I had to guess, have gotten into her phone by now. They probably have dumped some other stuff, maybe her Wi-Fi server. She has a computer in her house. They're looking for anomalies. And let's remember something else, Brian. According to the timeline that we got yesterday, something that jumped out at me, there's a 41-minute gap from where you can probably say, the intruder is in the house and then she leaves, because that's when her pacemaker disconnects from that app. 41 minutes is a long time for an abduction. What was going on? Was this actually a burglary gone bad? Was somebody looking through the house and she woke up?
To me, 41 minutes says family member involvement all day long. 100%, that's what that says. If this took 41 minutes, that is not a burglary at all. That is a family member that is familiar with the situation, familiar with the area, familiar with the location, familiar with the security. Like, that is obvious as day. That is obvious as day.
It strikes me that 41 minutes, a potential digital footprint, that kind of thing, I think is what they're pulling out now. And we may not know for a few days at least.
Yep, Paul, it looks like the son-in-law was the last one to see her. And he dropped her off, according to reports.
So here's what I need to know about the son-in-law. Number one, what is his opinion on Trump? Does he have TDS? This is important. You may think I'm memeing, but I'm not. What is his opinion on Trump? Does he have a massive case of TDS? We need to establish that right now. Once we've established that, we can move forward with the rest of the questioning. But we need to know if the son-in-law has TDS. It's just a good reference. It's a good frame of reference to understand what type of person we're dealing with. It doesn't mean that they are automatically guilty. It doesn't mean that, but it does give us an idea of the psyche of this individual.
They played games. Her daughter, who's also married to the guy who dropped her off, they played games. They had dinner. He took his mother-in-law back home, dropped her off, watched her go in the house. Have they tracked his car? Have they been able to? Because I know in some cases, if it's a updated car, they can find the car through GPS. Have they tracked that? And also, where's her car? Did her car ever leave? And what do you know about this white van that was found? The neighbor saw a white van parked outside on the street that was unmarked.
So far, we haven't heard any any further about the white van. Relative to her car, my understanding is that it hadn't left. As we've heard, she had an Uber driver who had been driving her around, at least during the day of, and you have to suspect that that was a fairly regular thing. That's another digital thing that they're almost certainly going to be checking out. They can go to Uber, but they can also go to the credit card company. They should do financials. They should see if she's had any unusual pattern of payment to somebody. She was having some work done on the house, something like that. Relative to the brother-in-law's car, because he was the last
son-in-law,
person.
not brother-in-law,
most cars
son-in-law.
these days do have some version of a GPS. Remember the Alex Murdaugh case? One of the things that sunk Alex Murdaugh was that they were able to track the movement of the car where he said it had not been, doing things he said he had not done. And so that was one of the pieces of evidence against him. I'm
So is
very
this
sure
him?
that they will be
Is
going
this
hard.
is this really the son-in-law? This is the Daily Mail. So apparently, God, Daily fucking Mail. Apparently, this is the son-in-law right here. Okay. According to Daily Mail, that's the son-in-law anyway.
At that, unless it's an older car, or unless you're dealing with somebody who's very, very cyber savvy. But we don't know that the brother's a suspect, brother-in-law, I should say, is a suspect in any way, shape, or form. Here, the sheriff made it very, very clear they're not ruling anyone in or they're ruling anybody out. And that's one of the issues here. They have to cast a very wide net. The problem I saw yesterday, that was very subtle, was that at one point, very casually, the sheriff said, we're going to be putting up billboards around the county to try to get more tips and to sensitize people to the situation. You don't put up billboards if you feel that you're close.
That's so true. Paul, we got some breaking information last night with Harvey Levin on Sean's program. And he talked about the letter sent in. It was through email and the sophistication. I want to play that sound and then get your reaction.
All right, hang on. So I guess this is the guy right here. There it is. So that's the son-in-law, according to these reports. So that's him doing a little more research. Let's see.
I don't think they're going to be able to figure out where this email originated from. I know the Bitcoin address is real. So
wait,
what I will say is,
what did Harvey just say? Did he say Israel?
I know the Bitcoin address is real.
Ho, ho, ho. Just saying.
So what I will say is this, that this is not a letter that was thrown together in a couple of minutes. It is a very specific, well-organized, layered letter that really lays things out. This is not AI. You know, if an English teacher were to look at the structure and the grammar and everything else, I think they would have no notes. So this is somebody, it's not a crazy person who's writing this. I mean, they may be crazy, but they have the capacity to make demands, say what they want, say what they don't want, and it's very, very structured.
So, Paul, in the letter, there's two deadlines there, and they want payment. And apparently the...
Holy crap. Berg just dropped a $500 super chat. Holy shit. To me, it says it was the Joker. They have to call in Batman to solve the mystery. P.S. These are Mossad funds. Holy shit. $500? Thank you so much. Wow. You guys are insane. $500. He meant to send $5 and he just hit an extra 99. Holy crap. Oh, the fact that there's people that'll believe that this is actually Mossad too is crazy. Let's see. You realize what's going to happen here, right? When you tell me people that they're stupid to send me money to read a comment and I highlight you telling them that they're stupid, you mean, you know, they're going to just send me more money now because of your stupidity, right? The world is beyond stupid. $500 to read a comment. Now we're going to get even more people sending me money to read a comment just to piss you off. Let's go back to that one. Okay. 500. So who's Batman? Is Batman Elon or is it Trump? That's the question. That's the question. Chat, who is really Batman? I think Trump would be more Batman because Elon would be Iron Man. So Trump would have to be Batman. Because Elon would fall into the Iron Man side of things with all of the, you know, tech and everything like that. So Elon would be Iron Man and Trump would be Batman. Now, if you really want to know, okay, the true person that should be investigating this crime, all right, it's this one right here, okay? If you really want to know who should investigate this, get Christian Bale from the set of Terminator Salvation on the scene, okay?
Kick your fucking ass! I want you off the fucking set, you prick! No, don't just be sorry. Think for one fucking second. The fuck are you doing? Are you professional or not? Yes, I am. Do I fucking walk around and rip that? No, shut the fuck up, Bruce. Do I want? No. No. Don't shut me up. Am I going to walk around and rip your fucking lights down in the middle of a scene? Then why the fuck are you walking right through? Like this in the background. What the fuck is it with you? What don't you fucking understand? You got any fucking idea about, hey, it's fucking distracting having somebody walking up behind Bryce in the middle of the fucking scene? Give me a fucking answer. What don't you get about it?
I was looking at the light.
Oh, good for you. And how was it? I hope it was fucking good because it's useless now, isn't it? Fuck's sake, man, you're amateur.
The best one ever is Christian Bale versus Bill O'Reilly. I've played it many times, but it's absolutely amazing. And because these are two of the greatest freakouts in internet history. So here we go right here.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today.
What the fuck are you doing?
I don't know. Whatever it is, it's not right on the teleprompter. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that.
I want you off the fucking set, you prick.
Okay, but now I can't read it. There's no words on it.
What don't you fucking understand?
There's no words there to play us out. What does that mean? To play us out?
Fuck's sake, man, you're amateur. What don't you get about it? Are you professional or not?
I don't know what that means, to play us out. What does that mean?
No, shut the fuck up.
To end the show?
No! No!
All right, go.
You're unbelievable, man. You're unfucking believable.
That's tomorrow, and that is
Give me a fucking answer.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with I can't do it. We'll do it live.
Okay. Let's go again.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Oh, good for you.
Fucking thing sucks.
The fucking kick your fucking ass. You know, shut up for a second, all right?
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks again for watching. We'll leave you with Sting and a cut off his new album. Take it away.
Stay off the fucking set, man. Seriously, man, you and me, we're fucking done professionally.
I love the internet. Thank you so much for that $500. Absolutely insane. And McCock with a proper 199 and says nothing. Absolutely nothing. McCock is back in the house. And McCock, I know why you dropped a proper 199, because you wanted to see Sydney Sweeney in the house. He says, my first proper 199 right there. Your first proper 199, and Sydney Sweeney appears. I saw the guy that I highlighted his comment, and he said, I've been supporting you, Jeremy. I got no beef or whatever, but it's stupid to send that much money. So let me explain something to the people that don't understand. People aren't just sending me big super chats just so I can read their comment. Obviously, they want their comment read too. People send it because they support everything that we're doing with Geeks and Gamers, with all of the networks that we have, the website, all of that. I would not be able to do a fraction of what I am able to do without the support of the people. People like what we're doing. They appreciate what we're doing, and they know that they're the reason. We are audience funded. We don't have sponsors. We don't have corporate bullshit. We don't have investors. We don't have any of that. We are audience funded. If the audience doesn't fund us, we don't survive. It's that simple. I work for the people, and that's it. So when you see that website and you see all the people on the team, they are all funded by everything that people do for us. So it's really as simple as that. So, but thank you, McCock, for your first proper 199. Mark of Reality says, hi, Mom. We asked your kidnappers to let us talk to you because we have a very important question. No, don't worry about secret locations or whatever. Our question is, where did you put your will and who is the executor? Exactly. Yeah, they're like, no, we're not worried about where you are. Just where's the will at? Where's the will? We're just worried about that. This whole situation just stinks, man. It really does. Let's see. Storm Shadow says, I ordered a double meat Whataburger and asked for 1 cheese slice. Default is 2. Workers instinctively put 2 slices anyway. End up saving 50 cents every time. That's pretty good, actually. Samsung for $200 and says, because I kind of like what Jeremy is doing. $200. You see what's good too is everybody last night heard John freaking Murdoch basically blew his super chat load for the week. So everybody else is stepping up because John is tapped out. And that's okay. We respect that. So Samsung, you know what? Because I think you guys deserve it. Okay? I think you guys deserve it. Do you guys want a music video? You guys want a good music video? I think we should all follow this right here.
You got no papers, third world escapers. So now you must pay to come here the right way. If ICE says hands up, don't run. Just comply or you're done. Then it's too late to come here the right way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a green card. Tell me why no sneaking past the Coast Guard.
Somebody said it looked like Chris Gore. Oh no. Oh man. I actually saw they had Jeremy Boring on Film Threat the other day. I didn't get a chance to watch all of it yet. I was gonna like they had hit me up about having I just don't want to interview people. I was reached out about it, and I have no beef. Like, you know, Daily Wire, I've criticized them a lot, but like, you know, I could have had Jeremy Boring on, but I don't really want to interview Jeremy Boring. I would like to talk to Jeremy Boring and say, hey, if you wanna fund me, they already think I'm paid for by Mossad anyway. So if you want to write me like a $5 million check so I can build this massive studio in Orlando and we can, you know, kick ass. I mean, people already think I'm funded by Mossad. If you guys fund me, it just makes sense, you know? And we confirm a lot of the internet theories out there. I get to meet little Ben Shapiro. I don't think that's going to happen, but, you know, we'll see. JB username says, I send you money because buying at people of a color is frowned upon. Damn. Good Lord. Thank you, JB username. Vic Chavez says, I also kind of like what Jeremy is doing. Not $200 like, but free membership milestone. Okay. I respect that. I greatly respect that. Jay Lucian says, a bag for a face. I'm just here for the milk tax. Craptars Amber says, Piers is more stupid name than X-Wing 5. It's McDouble says, Geeks and Gamers tax. TVZTQ says, updates on no updates is peak D-Day Cobra 199. 8 o'clock says, why does he look like he's the hostage? Talking about the son. Yeah, I know. I'm not your buddy, guy. Says, unfortunately, she found evidence of Hillary's corruption and Epstein list. All kidding aside, the plea from the guy felt completely fake and forced. Yeah, and, you know, I just don't understand that none of this feels natural. And the mainstream, we're talking about the Savannah Guthrie story. None of this feels natural or real. This all feels like, I think anybody that's looking at this can look at the situation and go, something is completely missing. Something is completely missing in this whole scenario. I can't really put, like, I think that they're just based on the information we have, I feel that there's like a 95% chance that the family, direct family, is involved in this. And I don't think that's a controversial statement at all. And it feels like these videos that the direct family is releasing is an attempt to emotionally manipulate the public into thinking that they don't have anything to do with it. And so I don't know why they are releasing these videos the way they are, especially considering these are media trained people, especially Savannah Guthrie. She is a media trained person. She understands media. Regardless if I like her, I think she's an evil person. She understands it. And so I just don't know how they thought this was going to play. You think she's involved? I don't know if she's directly involved or not. However, her uploading these cringy videos to me seems very, very strange, because this is a person that could upload a video that would, again, when you have prepared notes and you're a media trained person, I don't understand that at all. Nubbin just showed up and says, I'm technically tapped out, but I will also support you. Look at there. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Unbelievable. You guys are crazy, man. I really don't understand it, but I am so thankful. I really am. Especially with the scare that we had earlier this week with the copyright strike, which has been lifted. And now I'm going to have to wait another 9 business days to see if they're going to respond with court action, which I think that there's a very slim chance that that happens. Berg dropped 10 gifted memberships after a $500 super chat. Woo! Holy crap.
The link to Bitcoin is legitimate. So why wouldn't the family pay it?
Well, I think right now the real conundrum about that letter is that it provided no means of contact with the perpetrators. I've done a lot of ransomware cases, and there are always at least two pieces of software that are involved here. That the malevolent software that penetrates the system and seizes it, but then there's a follow-on piece of software that's used for clandestine communications, lack of a better term, safe communication, better way to put it. The perps know how to communicate so that it's completely untraceable. And that's a whole separate piece of computerware, for lack of a better term. And in this case, it's not there. You also seem to have an English speaker. Now, look, AI is awfully good.
Yeah.
You know, AI can write. It sounds just like an English writer. So I don't know, you know, how much weight we can put in that. But that said, assuming it is an English writer, the fact that it's well structured and everything else, to me, the fact that there's no way to get a hold of them, because of course you're not going to pay until they give you the protocols for how to hand her back, because you don't know who you're dealing with, and until they give you the protocol.
That is tell me from people that are in Arizona, is this a nice house for this area standards? Because this is a nice ass house from my perspective. This is a nice ass house. That's really nice. It looks like you got a pool back there. You've got a separate house, which is, I don't know if that's a mother-in-law suite. I don't know if that's a pool house. I don't know what that is. A nice ass house. And she's by herself. I don't get it. Upper middle class. I would say upper middle class. Yeah. So the thing that I continue now, I think in this, and correct me if I'm wrong, people that are from that area, because you don't typically see homes like this in Florida, but I feel like this is kind of the standard type of house, like in terms of the build and the look and everything from an architecture standpoint. So it ain't no trailer. Well, that's for sure. But yeah, so the reason I continue to bring this up is from a common sense standpoint, and this is what I will react to, is the common sense element. If you have this much money, which clearly this family does, and this old woman is living alone in this big house, wouldn't you have the resource, or you have the resources? Why wouldn't you have a functional security system? And why wouldn't there be a live-in nurse, nanny, or something like that? Even if it's a person that maybe goes there from 9 to 5 or something like that. And maybe there was, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Strange.
For how to hand her back, because you don't know who you're dealing with, and you may have one shot at this. If you pay the whole ransom, and then the real people come forward and you're out of money, you got a real problem. So I got to say, I also, the real dispositive thing here is what is in the letter, because there's been a lot of disparate reporting. What is in the letter that can serve as a proof of the fact that they were in that house? You know, there's stuff about the floodlight, the watch. You know, remember, there's images of her wearing the watch online. And that's one of the things I would be doing, LJ, by the way. Those images of her online, I've seen at least one of her with Savannah. I would get my tech guys and hammer that website. Who's been hitting that website? Can you identify any out-of-country IPs that have been hitting that website? Somebody hitting it continuously recently? Stuff like that to try to contextualize this letter to see if it's legit. Because without something that really tells you she was in that house, there's no way you can pay this ransom, because there's no way to confirm you're going to get her back.
So what do you think about Harvey Levin saying he believes that person's still in the area, or certainly from the area? And one indication was because they contacted a local affiliate in Tucson that, you know, if you're an international person, you wouldn't think to think local.
Yeah, you know what conundrum there, Brian? And, you know, we were talking to Jesse about this last night. What is the gamesmanship relative to who they contacted? Because you have that metric that you're talking about, but then you have TMZ. And the outlier here is obviously Savannah's network itself. Wouldn't that be who you contacted here? Instead, they went to TMZ. That argues somebody who maybe is not that familiar at least with the national landscape. So, you know, there are elements of unsophistication in this thing that make you say, you know, even if it's somebody who is smart, doesn't really seem to have.
Chef Nation says, I live in Tucson where she lives is considered a $1 million home. That is so confusing that they have decided to not. Again, when Savannah Guthrie is on camera saying she needs her meds, she's sick, has health problems, and it's like the lifestyle that what you put around her doesn't seem like that. So I heard reports that in this area it's kind of remote and there's not a lot out there. None of this makes sense. None of this makes sense anymore. None of this is adding up. 2 + 2 does not equal 4.
Their act together, because let's say if the letter is real, why no protocols as I just outlined? But if the letter is not real, then where is whoever has her in order to get paid if this is in fact an abduction for ransom? So there's a lot of sort of counterfactuals blowing through this that argue whoever did it is not very organized. And let's remember something else, just in closing. I would argue that you almost certainly have more than one person. Is it possible it's one? Absolutely. But history shows not only for the abduction, but for keeping the person secreted, because that is what you have to trade. I'm sorry to be so blunt. Sure. And so while somebody has to go out, do the communications, make sure that they're getting food, water, seeing what's being said, et cetera, communicating in a way that can't be observed from the location where you're essentially hiding out, somebody else has to stay there and keep an eye on her. So almost always in these things, you have 2-3 people involved. And that's one of the reasons why I'm surprised the reward is not higher, because you want to incentivize somebody who's around this thing to say, well, normally I would never give it up, but for $500,000, I'll give them all up. And, you know, the nephew comes forward or something. A low reward here in my estimation, and it was only bumped yesterday. I'm a bit surprised by that.
Let's see. Candy says, I can't afford a proper 199 tax for $19.99. Thank you, Candy T. It's appreciated. You know that. Horror Morana says, rich people are often some of the cheapest people you'll ever meet and penny pinch some of the weirdest things. Things normal people would happily pay for if we had the money or do pay. Yeah, no, I agree with that. And that's obviously pretty normal. What I'm looking at, though, is I'm looking at this from an investigation standpoint. And my approach on this is Savannah Guthrie is on camera saying how much she loves her mother, how much she cares about her, how her mother needs her medication, her mother has health problems. And I'm like, if that's the case, and if that's the angle you're going for, what in your day-to-day life showed that you actually had that concern? Why now are you bringing that up as a reason why you're concerned about her, but you didn't seem, based on what we know, based on the information, it doesn't seem like you actually had that same approach to her in real life. So why are you projecting? Why are you using topics that will get people emotionally invested? You know? And again, I think it's important to bring up, all right, that regardless if you agree or disagree, I think it's very, very important to bring up that this is the same woman who wanted Trump to denounce the Democratic death cult. Right here. Here we go. This is the same Savannah Guthrie right here.
Let me ask you about QAnon. It is this theory that Democrats are a satanic pedophile ring and that you are the savior of that. Now, can you just once and for all state that that is completely not true and that disavow QAnon?
Okay, I'm gonna go a full QAnon here for a second. Look at Trump's mannerism as she's asking it. Now, he suddenly shifts into, I don't know anything about that. But before he says, I don't know anything about that, Trump looks extremely confident and like, yeah, that's me. Look at the look on his face when they cut to this. Look at how he's looking at her.
Now, can you just once and for all state that that is
Look at him.
completely
Look at him.
not
Right before, see that look? He's like, yeah, that's me. But then he shifts. It's not me. I don't know anything about it.
once and for all state that that is completely not true
So,
and that
I know-
disavow QAnon in its entirety?
I know nothing about QAnon.
I just told
I
you.
know very little. You told me, but what you tell me doesn't necessarily make it fact. I hate to say that. I know nothing about it. I do know they are very much against pedophilia. They fight it very hard, but I know nothing about it.
They believe it is
If
a
you'd like
satanic
me to
cult run by the deep
study the
state.
subject, I'll tell you what I do know about. I know about Antifa, and I know about the radical left, and I know how violent they are and how vicious they are, and I know how they're burning down cities run by Democrats, not run by
Republican
Republicans.
Senator Ben Sasse said, quote, QAnon is nuts and real leaders call conspiracy theories conspiracy theories.
He may be
Why not
right.
just say it's
Can I be
crazy and
honest?
not true?
He may be right. I just don't know about QAnon.
You do know.
I don't know. No, I don't know. I don't know.
Let me
tell
ask you
all
another
about it.
thing.
Let's waste the whole show. You start off with white supremacy. I denounce it. You start off with something else. Let's go. Keep asking me these questions.
I do have one more
let
in
me
this
just
vein.
let me just tell you what I do hear about it is they are very strongly against pedophilia, and I agree with that. I mean, I do agree with that, and I agree
But
with
there's
it
not
very
a
strongly.
satanic pedophile.
I wish Trump, the only thing I would change about this is I wish Trump said, and I agree with that. Do you agree with that, Savannah? I would have loved to hear him throw that back at her, that they're against pedophilia. And I agree with that. Do you agree with that, Savannah? Do you agree with being against pedophilia? Do you think that's a good stance?
You have one more
Let
in
me
this
just
vein.
let me just tell you what I do hear about it is they are very strongly against pedophilia, and I agree with that. I mean, I do agree with that, and I agree
But
with
there's
it
not
very
a
strongly.
satanic pedophile
I have
cult
no
being run
idea.
by-
I know
You
nothing
don't know
about
that? Okay.
No, I don't know
You
that.
just
and neither,
this
neither
week.
do you know that.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's the person in question through this whole thing. It's her mother. For the full context, it's her mother that we are questioning all of this around. Ben says the news media hates Leo, yet now they are simping for them to help. 27,000 kids missing in 2026, $2,500 reward for a woman that carries a $10,000 purse. Yeah, the reward money is pretty, like the whole thing is crazy. And again, I mentioned this yesterday that I believe that this is a virtue signal from Trump to put the FBI and all the federal government behind this. I do think it's a virtue signal. I think that he sees an opportunity to leverage by using the the kind of the narrative that's out there. I do see him using that, and so we'll see how it all turns out. But I do think he sees an opportunity to gain optics through this whole thing. Legalize adulthood for 1990, says Timu QAnon here, with more Iranian pesos for your Mossad operation. If this were anyone else's mom, nobody would give a fuck. I'm so tired of celebrities being elevated above the level of regular citizens. I agree. And this is why I think that this is a virtue signal from Trump. It's a virtue signal because this is someone that hates him, that has shown hatred for him, yet he sees this as an opportunity to play more media manipulation. Now, I don't mean it in the same sense that it's a virtue signal like the left virtue signals, but it's a virtue signal because Trump, I'll repeat what I said yesterday, Trump is a master showman and he knows the art of television better than anybody. And so Trump has put a massive spotlight on this. I don't think that he's put a massive spotlight on this because he thinks that there's some shadiness going on. I don't think that at all. However, there could be shadiness going on, and I believe that there is shadiness going on, but I do not believe that there's shadiness going on from Trump's perspective. I don't think he believes that. I think he believes that this is an opportunity to take the media that hates him and flip this around and get, good optics out of it. And so we'll see.
Really quickly, why haven't we heard the 911 call? And who was it that went over to the house after she didn't show up for church to check on her?
I don't know. I haven't heard the live 911 call myself. And so I can't really say. I assume it was the sister because obviously Savannah lives out of state, as does the brother. So the relationship, from what I understand, was closest to the sister, Annie, that lives here, and her brother-in-law, where we know that they had been together the night before having dinner. So my assumption is that she would have gotten the call. And here's another thing. Was the sister dialed into the watch? Because your watch can be, like my watch is kind of like a Fitbit. And so my wife knows if I did my exercise. So I'm...
Yeah, I mean, I think that we could have a situation, bringing Breaking Bad into it. She could just appear in a grocery store naked, and maybe she blacked out for a few days. That might happen. There might be reports where they're like, oh, wow, she's just walking around a grocery store naked. And she blacked out. But what she's actually covering up is that she was actually held prisoner by a family member that runs a chicken joint. Just saying. Just saying. Jeremy, that's a very odd thought, the naked part. Bro, it's a direct reference to Breaking Bad. It's a direct reference to Breaking Bad. We got Dark Warlord with 10 gifted memberships. Let's freaking go. Thank you so much for the support. Greatly appreciated, as always. BC Man says, edgy tax and hail the 199. Marlon says, I can safely say that Jeremy is real as well. Dark Devil says, $500 stupid comment tax. Radio Chip says, IDOT tax. Stormbreaker says, please read my comment, Jeremy. Peter says, IDOT stupid comment tax. Let's see. Where we at? Teresa says, just to read my comment tax. What's your name? I don't know how to say it, but read my comment tax. There we go. Okay. The Mudness 199 says $500 USD for message stupidity tax. Taker says it wasn't $500 to read a comment alone. It was also to help Jeremy afford his AIDS medication. And he called it riding a seatless bicycle. See, there's always context to this. Lapco says, what? I only super chat so you don't leak my feet pics, you sick freak. Luis says, where's JD Advanced at? Mark of Rally says, the Come Here Right Away song was only missing one thing. JD Advanced in the back wearing the white under greasy hair. Darth Manic says, I'd sell my man bits to Jeremy, all of them. What? Aaron James says $900 between these gents. Long clip of APL. The one APL is wearing the white. Anyone recall what I'm trying to describe? Respect the generous 199. You know what? I think we should show Anna Paulina Luna. I think that will help the chat. There you go. Okay. There. Everybody happy? God bless America. God bless the USA. God bless Anna Paulina Luna. And God bless that swimsuit. That is good right there. TVZTQ says, if people stop super chatting Jeremy, he has to go back to working retail. This is true. Taco Woman Sandy Ravish says, Guthrie kidnap story sounds like the film Fargo. Defending Truth says, social middle class, poor ass G&G CobraCast fan tax. Dark Devil says, abduction for rescue, maybe. Parrot Heads 199. Britty says, I'm tapped out too, but I want to show love to Jeremy. You'll always find the humor in the absurd, and you have to grift off laughter, or you have the gift of laughter. And Massey is a grifter. You do a fantastic job. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. That's very nice of you. Well, we do have Friday Night Tights today is happening, and I will be there. And then also, I'll be back for another CobraCast tonight because we're doing 3 streams total today. So 1 CobraCast now, Friday Night Tights, and then another CobraCast after that. So multiple CobraCast today. And before we do get out of here, again, please go over to geeksandgamers.com. And if you have not, go ahead and RSVP for the meetup. If you are coming to the meetup, please make sure you go and do that. We are now over 500 people that have RSVP'd, and we have the limit at around 800 because we have to let them know how many people to expect. And last year we had around 1,000. So we're expecting about that, even a little more this year. And I do expect that there are people that won't even RSVP that will show up. So even though we've had over 500 RSVP, I probably expect at least another 100 or 200 that will probably show up even without RSVPing. And we have to take that into account. But if you're not on the list, you may not get in if you're not RSVP, depending on how many people show up. So please make sure you go and do that. But I'll see you guys later after Friday Night Tights. We'll have another one. I'm sure there'll be a lot more to update on all of these crazy stories going on right now in the world. The situation with Trump and the meme that he posted and the fake outrage that's going on. Good Lord. Get your free tickets. That's right, Aaron James. It is free, 100% free. All right. Again, Perk, thank you for that $500 super chat. The gifted memberships. McCock with the proper 199. You guys are insane. All the support. Samsung and everybody else. Really appreciate it. So I'll see you guys on FNT. Have a good evening, and we will talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone.